We are up bright and early here at the hotel. She's not happy with me right now because I made her get up so early. We are here outside of the hotel waiting for our taxi. We are headed to the Senmontori or the Thousand Torii Gates. We're here. It is 6:30 in the morning, trying to beat the crowds up in that area just because there's a lot of stuff up there and it fills up quick. So we're trying to get there early before it gets too hot and too crowded. So it's a nice pretty day here in Kyoto. It's like 58 degrees. It's not sunny, but it is still 6:30 in the morning. So I don't know what the weather is supposed to be like for the rest of the day, but hopefully it's nice, pretty, and not too hot. And according to the weather app, it's supposed to be 73 and cloudy. So I'll take it. I'll take that over anything else super hot or rainy. So it should be a nice pretty day to go and explore around Kyoto. Yesterday was more of a shopping day for us. We just kind of wanted to explore the area. We are here for a little bit longer than we were for the other locations. So we had some time to go out, explore shopping wise. I got to go see the Pokemon Center, the Nintendo store, that kind of stuff around there. I know I didn't film a whole bunch, but like I said, this was just way too crowded. I ended up at some point putting my camera kind of in my bag or in Kaylee's little pouch so that I wouldn't keep bumping it against people when I was holding it in front of me. So we're gonna sit here and wait here. We have about 6.5 more minutes till our taxi gets here, and then we'll be headed to the Thousand Torii Gates. Hi. I don't think I'd have been able to wake her up that early.
You didn't try.
No, I forgot to set my alarm. I just fell asleep. Yeah, so they're clean on this side. Like there's no writing. If you turn around and look back, there's writing on each side. So the writing that you can see right here, that is the name of the donor and the date of the donation of the actual at the gate. I don't know if it's businesses or individuals or both, but that's what that writing is. It's all on the back side of the Torii Gates. So when you're walking, you don't see them this way. And on the way back, you can see them there. Where? Oh, don't do that. You scared me. You scared me. How about ran away? I probably would have been the one to get attacked because I was about to take off running. Aggressive monkey, my goodness. I ain't messing with it. So we've already made it through this whole section here. So we're here now. And our end goal is Icho no Mine. All the way at the top. Ready to keep going? Probably about 30 minutes from the top now. At the last time we were 40 minutes from the top. So I told you we were going to get our steps in early. About halfway to the top. This thing means business. I'm not used to walking this much upstairs.
You're done with the itinerary.
So we're the sign was a little deceptive.
My Grace about to rip off.
My pants are about to fall down.
I've stepped on it too many times.
And now we're at the hard part. This is pretty much.
Now we're at the hard part.
Yeah.
The hard part started when we got here.
No, we took a taxi here. We didn't even walk.
When we got here. Not the one here.
Could you imagine if we walked here? It's like a maze.
That's what that little path was.
I guess we go this way.
You get us lost. I'm not getting.
Huh?
I'm lost.
We might. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. Oh, I hear a bee buzzing. Look at that bumblebee. Look at that bumblebee. You get stung by a Japanese bumblebee? I'd let it sting me. I'm just waiting to see one of them aggressive monkeys.
I'm scared.
Me?
Yeah.
See, look, it's flat. You're all upset and it's flat.
Now, for now.
Yeah, for now. You're all bent out of shape. I don't even know what for. What if it's like this the rest of the way? But we turned around.
I would not have been upset.
Look at the view we were going to miss out on. Looking at me like that. I really hope this is the right way, and then we turn the corner. I don't like how long. Well, they're long, so I can't take I feel like I gotta step so far to get to the next step. Ouch. Ooh, almost went. I was almost a goner.
Jesus Christ, Tyler.
I'm telling you,
Watch where you're walking.
the length of the stairs is just throwing me off. I don't know which way is which. Is it this way? I mean, there's a car up here. I don't think our taxi driver would have liked that.
He is committed. He would have done it.
I don't know if he was that committed.
Yeah, he was.
So, I may have taken us the wrong way. Now we're having to backtrack. Luckily, that really steep steps, we go down now instead of back up. So at the crossroads, there's like 3 ways you can go. The one in the middle was the second way to the top. I thought the one to the far left was the other way to the top. I was gravely mistaken. This is the right way.
But you said the first 6 times.
Yeah, I have a tendency to say that and then end up where lost. So, I guess I should.
No stairs.
There probably is. We're not at the top of the mountain yet. There's got to be more steps. But this is flat. Give you a little rest. You gonna hit me with a bus?
Yes.
Okay. It's pretty through here.
Pretty hot.
I caught that one.
I'm gonna scratch it up.
We passed some people that we saw earlier that they were coming down. Apparently we're taking the hard way up. I'm probably not going to make it out of this trip alive. I think she might kill me.
I hope the bear gets me.
Doesn't even say bear. She's already going down. Don't you feel accomplished? We made it to the top.
This is what we climbed for.
It's pretty. We made it to the top. Took some cool pictures. Now we are on the way back. Now, this is the easy part, I hope. We've only been walking a few minutes from the top, and I can already tell this was definitely the easier way. So if you come here, take the right way. Like to the right. Don't go straight. Or far left. Yeah, don't go far left or straight. Go to the right. Definitely easier. That was pretty much like straight up. So, but we made it, so.
थोड़ा देना तो मैं उसको टेप ला के लो थोड़ा
And this is the amount of people when we get back down. So if you're ever gonna come here, come early. Because it's, yeah, so there was hardly anybody here. Now it's 9 a.m. and there's people everywhere, so. Come over here.
You gonna tell them what you're doing?
So we got these torii gates, and you're supposed to write your wish on it and then hang it, and then you're able to take it home. Some people leave them, but we're gonna take ours home. But somebody left their paper. So I did accomplishments proficiency.
じいじの名前も書いちゃうよ。結構長寿ね。
That one was easy.
行こ
Oh, so write our names.
う。行こうか。
We should have done that first. I did this one.
So we go and we'll put it on together. So. One. Four.
ソルト、オッケー。
いい
ちょっと待ってね。リトルベネメティングなのね。はい、ありがとう。Thank you。あー、sorry。Sorry。
ありがとうござい
あ、
ます。
OK です。ありがとう。
Look at this.
It's too hot. I can't take a bite right now.
As you say that, you're about to take a bite.
I was touching with my tongue to see
Oh.
how hot it was.
Those look fire. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Try the
Look at me using chopsticks.
pressed. This is spiral potato. Mmm. She came here not knowing how to use chopsticks hardly at all.
There was a 3-year-old next to me using chopsticks better than me.
we just had a little snack at this little coffee shop called All About Us Coffee. Sorry, About Us Coffee. It was really good. But they handed me the menu, and on the front part of the menu, she specifically pointed at the part where it said no pictures or videos allowed. I'm guessing because I was carrying the camera, so I wasn't able to take any pictures or videos. I'll pop up a picture of what we got. I got a Reuben and Kaylee got French toast, and it was pretty good. Now we are headed back to the hotel. Kaylee needs to change out of this dress, and then we'll back off out to an adventuring. Ladies and gentlemen, the bag has been secured. We stopped at a Family Mart to get a water on our way to the Nijō Castle, and we found one. I've been on the hunt for these ever since we got here in Japan, and all I've been able to find is the Fantasy Ruby Red ones, so I'm so hyped we actually found this one. Tastes like happiness. We made it after the 30-minute walk. Huh? Stand over there? Look how on the actual paper it even shows, like, when you're inside here, there's no pictures.
Yeah, there's cameras for pictures and then
Oh, yeah.
where you can and can't.
So we're about to go in the Ninomaru Goten Palace, right here. Obviously, as you saw, no pictures allowed, but I imagine it's probably worthwhile. So we just got done walking through the palace, and you have to take your shoes off. They reminded me when I walked in, they saw the camera, no pictures, which I didn't, obviously, but it was absolutely stunning. All the history behind it is just absolutely beautiful. And then now we are on the outside of the palace into the gardens, and the views are just breathtaking. It's like,
It's pretty. Look at the crane.
where? Oh. What sound does a crane make? So here's us in the garden. Here's us in the garden. Mwah. One of the coolest things about being in the temple was the floor when you walked. It made like a squeaking noise, but it sounded like birds chirping. It's one of the things it pointed out, but it's the old nails of the castle that have been worn down. They're riding next to each other. And what'd you think of the floor sound?
It was so pretty. The ambience.
The ambience. It just like sounded like a whole bunch of birds chirping. But it's definitely really, really cool to witness. First, it just sounded like there was actually birds in there, and then the sign came up.
I was looking for the animals.
Same. And then we saw the actual sign, and it made a lot more sense. Dang, I thought he was going to keep walking. Oh, they're fighting. Oh, dang, he's rounding on him full. Oh.
He's got the hand up.
Oh. Well, he was whacking him. Yeah, I know. So we're here at the base of the Keep Tower, where a 5-story tower used to stand, but was struck by lightning and sadly burned down and never rebuilt. But we are here at the base of it where it used to stand, with amazing views inside and outside into the town. The scale at how big these walls are is actually insane. Doesn't look like it on video because I've got such a wide angle lens. That's got to be like 12 to 15 feet tall where we're standing, and you got another like 8 or so feet down to the water. And there's where we just were, up there on top of the base of the keep tower. It's up there where those people are standing. But after we left the Nijojo Castle, we stopped at a dumpling place, had some dumplings. I'll post a picture up right now. And now we are walking towards the Kyoto Imperial Palace down this beautiful walkway here. As you can see, it's really pretty out here behind me. There's a lot of picnics going on, a lot of people hanging out, all the beautiful trees in bloom. I don't really know what they are. Like I said, we're on our way out to the Kyoto Imperial Palace, which is kind of in the center of where we're walking right now.
You can't go in there.
Why can't I go in there?
It says no crackers. Oh.
We made it to the outer walls of the Kyoto Imperial Palace. This thing is massive. Got this beautiful tree getting held up, branches held up by these support beams. And this thing just seems like it goes on forever. On both ways. It's just, I mean, you can see it, but it's just insane how big it is. And now I think we can still go inside. I think it closes in like 30 minutes. So I see people going out and in, so let's see if we can get down here in time to go in and check it out. Got anything negative to say? Negative Nance? I've made her a promise that if she acts good and doesn't complain for the rest of the trip, then I will massage her back every night and her legs. So we'll see if that actually gets held up. See how much back massages she gets. So we are now inside the Kyoto Imperial Palace, and it's just as beautiful as on the outside. This thing is massive. What you giggling about?
My legs are so bad.
Oh, is that a complaint?
No, I'm happy that my legs hurt.
Oh, you're happy?
It makes me feel better.
Yeah, it'll make you feel accomplished for the day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
It makes me feel like I'm to get a good massage.
I don't know, I think I heard a complaint.
I heard a spot. I felt a spit shoot up in my booty cheek. And my booty cheek was up. I did a little jump.
So, we're right here. And so, there is the overview of the Imperial Palace. So this is similar to what the other palace looked like on the inside. It had the waiting rooms, but with different architecture and different art on the inside of the actual waiting rooms. Cranes. So we have cherry blossoms, cranes, Surunoma. So what was interesting about the other temple when we walked in was a lot of the rooms had tiger paintings on them, but it said, like on the description or the overview, it said that those paintings were just depicted off of tiger hide, because there was no tigers in Japan at the time that those paintings were painted. So that was really cool to see. And that they also said that for every 3 tiger babies that were born, one would be a leopard, which was really cool to see. And the paintings were really, really cool to see. You can definitely see how they saw it of a hide instead of on an actual tiger. So it's definitely beautiful paintings, but really different. Here's us kind of talking about the gravel is in all rows.
It's sunny, no, so my glasses will be reflecting.
I guess now we're inside. Oh yeah, we're inside what, like there's the perfect gravel. So now we're in the Okaniwa Garden. And this is kind of like the Nijojo Castle Garden. Just beautiful. Got the bridge over there, little islands, more bridge, and then this just beautiful temple palace. Looking right out on to the garden and the pond. Just got to an even more beautiful part of the garden back here. Very, very close, covered up from the sun. All these beautiful trees, little rock bridges, an actual bridge. The air in these places, just the overall feeling just feels calm. Like, it's hard to put into words, but any temple we've been to, everywhere is just calm. So the Imperial Palace is closing, so we are on our way out. We are getting walked out in this beautiful, saying goodbye in this beautiful little garden on the way out. I will say, coming here right before they close was probably the best move, because there wasn't a lot of people. It was kind of like little groups of people. It wasn't a whole bunch of groups all at once. So if you do decide to come to Kyoto's Imperial Palace, maybe try and plan for like a little sunset walk through. At the end of the day, we got inside at 4. We pretty much made it all the way through before they closed. So depending on how long you want to look around, you know, definitely plan according to that. But this was like the perfect amount of people. It wasn't overwhelming, and it's still daylight and they're still open. And we didn't have to get up super early to come here. So we're on our way out, and I don't know where we're gonna go next. So once we get out here, we'll figure out where we're gonna go. So we're standing out here outside of the Kyoto Imperial Palace waiting on our taxi, because we are gonna head from here and go to Sanizaka Street and go do some walking over there, do a little shopping, try a little bit of street food if there's any, and yeah, so we're waiting on our taxi here and we'll head there. So we got here at the top just a little early, we got to the top a little late, and so the shrine's already closing, but we are gonna walk our way down. As you can see, I thought we were gonna get here before the crowd, or once the crowds were gone. I was gravely mistaken. Seems like now is when they're clearing out the most. As you can see, I'm not gonna point the camera up towards the temple because it says to not take any pictures, even though everyone is taking pictures. I'm not gonna be that person. I might have just kind of spun around in the background. But apparently you're not supposed to take pictures before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m. So it's way after 4 p.m. So I'm not gonna point the camera up there, but it's really pretty. So we're gonna actually go and try and find the temple that you can see from the street, which I think is in the street over. So we're gonna walk down here through the massive crowds and see what we can get, see what we can see in the shops. It's starting to rain. We're still out here trying to walk down. I think we may come back in the morning and there's nobody here. Try and get some views. Here's the typical Instagram spot coming up. There it is. Right through the wind, or the rain. Not through the wind, through the rain. So I know it's been a while since anything has been recorded now that it's nighttime out. But it started getting rained on when we were walking through the street, so I put the camera up and we went back to the hotel, we were both soaked. We got a taxi to go back to the hotel, and then I showered when we got back. Me and Kaylee both. She's out. I think I pushed her just a little bit too hard today. Her legs are kind of hurting quite a bit, but I'm currently on a walk to a drugstore to see if I can find some baby powder, because the humidity today kicked my butt, literally, and I got a little chafing going on, and we're only not even halfway through this trip, and I'm not about to be chafed up the entire trip, because that's not going to be fun. So I'm on my way to a drugstore. It's about 6 more minutes away, crossing over. Beautiful intersection here. Got these little above the road crosswalks, so you're not, you know, walking across traffic and everything. So let's get to the drugstore. We're in luck, boys. Got the baby powder for me and the pain rub for Kaylee. Let's go. So on the way back to the hotel, got the supplies, and I may go out for a little snack once I drop this stuff off. Put some of this powder onto myself, because even just walking around in the actual drugstore, knowing that I had the relief in my hand, was rough. So, alright, so back out sad here in Kyoto, and we are walking to a 7-Eleven right now to get some drinks and stuff for the hotel. The restaurant that I was gonna go to and get the kebabs again, completely packed. It is 9:14 at night, and there's not a seat available. They're open till midnight, so I'm just gonna take this time, make a leisurely walk here to the 7-Eleven, get us some drinks and some snacks for in the morning, because we're gonna be up bright and early before the sun comes up to go back to where we were this afternoon before it started raining. To see if we can actually get the view of the street and the temple without all the people and stuff, because by the time we found it was when the rain started, and we just kind of followed the mass crowd of people out, and that's how we ended up finding out where the street was. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back there in the morning, hopefully, and then go to a bomb pancake spot. But you guys are gonna have to wait till next video to see that. But like I said, we're going to 7-Eleven now, get a couple drinks and snacks, and then we will probably go get some kebabs later once there's actually a seat available. So